I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing, how I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain, pain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same, things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I asked, can I? Before I went live, they know what I was. Ain't no one alive that could do what I does. Wait, need a light here just to catch my buzz. Need Sprite here just to catch my cup. Now they don't really talk about us. Now they don't really talk about love. Honestly, they ain't never seen too much. What's love to a guy with a bag? What's heart to a guy with some cash? What's pain to a guy that's mad? Said. What's broke to a guy with a mask? What's broke to a guy with a plan? I just wanna kick it, that's all I ask. Like, let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain, pain. Can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask, can I?
We are just about 4 miles off the shore of Lake Erie at Bills Stadium in Orchard Park, New York. The folks in Buffalo love their Bills, and a moment ago they entered to the delight of this sold-out crowd. They're set for football as their Bills will do battle with the New York Jets. Time for a much-needed and much-welcome diversion. The NFL is back. Here we go, Week 1. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Singletary with his first carry of the game. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Jordan Jenkins.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Allen, and his throw is incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion, and to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I spotted man coverage on the outside. I expect we'll see a lot of that from this defense as this game moves on. And that was a good job there as that one was knocked away.
On 4th down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10.
33-yard line.
Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. They'll run here with the former Steeler. This is Le'Veon Bell. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker, was the one disrupting there defensively.
Yard line.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now it's Darnold. And he fires one incomplete. He was looking for Brashad Perriman. 3rd down here.
I ain't could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
Incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Darnold. And that is incomplete.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. To return is McKenzie. 7 yards on the return after a punt of 39. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys are a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3 and out.
And now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. On 2nd down, here's a run with Singletary. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40.
Davis on the
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Allen going to throw. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
John Brown.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they have to give up the football again after this one.
Oh, able to avoid him. And now running right through him. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And he takes it all the way, but there is a flag down, so hold the celebration. This one's coming back. And that hold goes to wipe away a big return.
And I know from the outside in, you think, why are you holding? Just make sure you don't grab anyone. But you want to keep people away from your return guy. And sometimes those sudden moves, that speed, you reach out and inadvertently do something, and the penalty flag comes out.
And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20.
Wide receiver.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
2nd and 4. A give to Bell. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Carry there by Le'Veon Bell, and he's just trying to get back to the form he exhibited in Pittsburgh when he was one of the top backs in the NFL. In 2019, though, no games over 100 yards rushing, and only 3 games with 20 or more carries. The more he touches it, the more effective he is.
first and 10. Darnold. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Off the edge, Jerry Hughes gets the sack.
And there's a sack by Jerry Hughes, and I wonder how many times it goes through his head that in his youth, he was playing offense and trying to avoid the fate that he's putting on quarterbacks, play in and play out. He's a guy who knows how to get to the quarterback with speed and with power.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Here's Darnold. Got a man. It's Brashad Perriman. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A nice pickup there, 19 yards. And they're set up better for third.
But it's 3rd down.
An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Bell. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. A gain of 5. First down, New York.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. To throw is Darnold. Under pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down. Matt Milano. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Back quite a ways here, facing 2nd and 19. Back to throw, Darnold. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 41-yard line. Well, this crowd does not like that call.
Understandable reaction from them. That's their team that the penalty's going against. But you and I both know they're going to take care of the quarterback.
So now a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. After the penalty, it's Bell. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Give him 2 yards on the gain there, and it will take us to the end of quarter number 1. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Second and 8 coming up. Darnold now to throw. That's complete. It's Bell. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown.
Complete to Le'Veon Bell.
A 24-yard touchdown. As his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon.
Extra point.
Well, we had the scoreless first quarter of play. We sure didn't have to wait long into the second quarter to get some action on the scoreboard.
So was the first quarter a feeling out process? I mean, that was an interesting quarter, wasn't it? Because we had some action, we had some good play. Just didn't have any points. So now it's game on.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
21-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And this is their third drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To throw again. Allen. He's going deep for Brown. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Brian Poole. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw or maybe the ball's tipped or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. Off play action, he'll throw to start the drive. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. From the 50, it's Darnold. He's got this one complete to Perriman. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now the toss to Bell running right. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the Bills' 41-yard line.
2nd and 11 at the 41. Now Darnold. He'll air this one out for Mims. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And they move this all the way down to the 9. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. That's going to set him back 5 yards. The delay of game, a costly one, as they're backed up 5 for 1st and goal. The give is to Bell. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a first down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup. They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. They'll try and run it in with Bell. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. They lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up. The loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder. And they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. Darnold. Flush to his right. And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line. Tyler Matakevich able to get in there and drop him behind the line. Now Zane Gonzalez for the field goal try. From the right hash here. Should be an easy one. Gonzalez's kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. A good drive gets him inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
Now a hit and a loose football. And it's scooped up by the Jets.
As that ball got away from him and he saw the opposing team recover it.
You felt his pain?
Oh, I felt his pain, and you know what was going through his head. Tuck it away. Take care of the ball. All the things he hears all week in practice, he didn't carry it over into the game.
A first down throw, Darnold. Throw complete to Herndon. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 10.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. First down, it's Darnold. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. On 2nd down, it's Bell. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Stopped short of the goal.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He was trying to get his 2nd touchdown already in the first half.
They had that one earlier. Was bidding for a 2nd. Now Darnold on 3rd and goal. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets.
Touchdown.
Le'Veon Bell. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Jets are going to add on to their lead. Gonzalez now to add the extra point. He's got it, and it's 17-0.
Makes the score Jets 17, Bills nothing.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You want to.
I know, but let me finish.
Okay, about that.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this third down. From the gun, it's Allen. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And it's a touchdown for the Jets. He is a difference maker at the linebacker position. He had a pick 6 last year, remember it. But it's different for those guys, isn't it, than a corner or a safety?
It certainly is, because sometimes they're pattern reading, seeing what the receivers are doing. Sometimes they're spot dropping, just getting to a place on the field and finding the quarterback and going to the ball. But remember this, these linebackers, at one time in their life, a lot of them were running backs. And they love having the ball back in their hands and making big moves towards the end zone.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for first and 10. A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. He's going to go deep for Beasley. And that is incomplete. Cole Beasley, the intended target. And that'll bring up second down.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Allen again here on second and 10. They go with a screen. It's Yeldon. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
43-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10. Now Allen again. And Diggs has it. And he's taken down inside the 30. A good pickup, but it will come on what should be the final play in this first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And this will be a 45-yard attempt. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, we'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Taken about 7 yards deep. And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
We'll see how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. On second and a couple, Darnold. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
So it's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
Third and 2, Darnold. That is caught. It's Perriman. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. It's a first down, his fourth catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
Down, New York.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Looking to throw. He's got this one completed to Mims. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pick.
I really like this youngster coming out of Baylor, partner, because he has the ability to get deep with his speed. Long strider. You love him on outside routes. But what I really liked about him is the ability to go up and get the football. Obviously, the Jets were looking to replace Robbie Anderson. I think they've got a really skilled target here for their young quarterback, Sam Darnold.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Darnold, he'll air this one out for Mims. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the third quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
On 1st down, they'll start out with Singletary. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Now a man open down the middle of the field, and he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
And there's a catch there by Stephon Diggs, and he is dangerous whether you throw the ball to him short or you target him downfield for the big plays. Averaged nearly 18 yards per catch. That ranked 4th in the league last season. He is elusive and tough to get down on the ground when he's in the open field.
They'll run on 1st down with Singletary. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
What I enjoyed most about watching Devin Singletary as a rookie, and he had a nice campaign, 775 yards on the ground and a rushing average in the top 5 in the league last year, is that what I saw in college transferred to the NFL. Continued to make the first tackler miss, whether he was in the hole or on the perimeter.
And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Marcus May with a pick. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll set up a throw. Looking for Perriman there. He's got him. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 12 yards there and a first down. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. Now a first down carry by Bell. And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Darnold. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
And he still doesn't have a catch. We're into the second half. I think it's a little bit of a surprise to me, but that was one he should have caught.
Absolutely. That was his best opportunity right there. He dropped it.
Yards to go.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. From the shotgun, it's a give to Bell. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. They were ahead of schedule after the gain of 7 on first down, but the defense does not budge on 2nd and 3rd. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not...
And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Jordan Jenkins. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Going deep for Diggs. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Incomplete. Ashton Davis there on the coverage.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. To throw, it's Allen. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the 1st at about the 21. Back now in Buffalo. 24. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. And he's able to find Diggs. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
At the 42-yard line.
On play action, Allen. He's going to go deep for Beasley. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Marcus May with a pick. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
Intercepted by the...
That interception may be the exclamation mark on what really all around has been a good performance.
A fantastic performance. They will enjoy film session. Their grade should be very good on this one. And I think the next time the offense gets the ball, I just think about running it and getting the clock done and getting the heck out of here.
And by the way, semantics here, but before the grammar police come after me, I think it's exclamation points, not mark, right?
You're asking me? Seriously?
Yeah, you're smarter than me. Everybody knows that.
Listen, I go with what you say, my man.
58 to the mark. I got you playing.
After the interception, here's Darnold. Under pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down. Ed Oliver, that time to want to get in there and bring him down.
7 yards.
And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down.
31 to mark. 31 to mark. What we got?
Now it's Darnold. Oh, he stays up. And the pressure gets to him again. Ed Oliver. What an effort from him on that play. Big tackle for a loss of 11.
Got to give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
Darnold and the Jets come up 3rd and long following the sack. And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Now a draw play. This is Bell. And he'll be taken down, losing yardage back at the 9-yard line. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
So from their own end zone here, this kicks away.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 46-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. So these fans just kind of beside themselves right now. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Eluding the pressure right. He'll run it. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir, able to turn that into a positive gain. On 2nd down now, Singletary. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all.
Taken down.
Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
It's now 3rd and 8.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. almost intercepted. That would have been his third pick in this game alone. Instead, fourth down. I want to go back to something you said in the first quarter about winning.
Is it a positive?
It is a positive.
Okay.
About winning the turnover battle. As a visiting team, as an underdog, you were right. They've done just that, and look where it's gotten them.
It's part of the formula. When you go on the road, as you mentioned, being an underdog, winning the turnover battle is a big key, and this one's playing out.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Brad McDougal. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. For this defense, CD, that's kind of the icing on the cake here as we get to the end of this one.
And didn't you feel that they weren't just going into total prevent there? You know, they had the lead, and sometimes you fall back and you lose your aggressiveness. Not in this case. They were still making a play on the football, and look how that one turned out. They may have salted this one away.
And he's got some space here. There he goes left side. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Denzel Mims with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Jets find a way to stretch their lead. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Makes the score Jets 31, Bills 3.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team.
And now here is another interception.
Keep running, man.
Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And he'll take this down inside the 15-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you could hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Watch 49. Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run. 14.
And they will take a knee here.
Darnold on the keeper.
If you know about the carport, the trapdoor's supposed to be awkward. If you know, you know. That's the reason.
Mark 49. It's our time. It's our time. 49, guys. Mike.
And they'll take a knee as the clock ticks down toward 50 seconds to go. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
49's the mic.
And they take a knee.
Well, they certainly didn't appear to be fired up about their options throwing the football. So, to me, this seems like a case of just kind of taking their medicine there, run the ball, see if they could pick up something. Instead, they were throwing for a loss.
So it's a victory here for the New York Jets. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for the Jets, hey, you get a win, you get it on the road. You can't ask for much more than that to start the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the San Francisco 49ers. Meanwhile, for Buffalo, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head down to Miami to take on the Dolphins. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.